Alright, so today we're going to be looking at the Honda EU20i, and we're going to be looking at getting access to the fuel filter. So you'll need a few tools, which will be a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, an 8mm socket or nut driver, and a pair of pliers. So the first thing you'll want to do is make sure you remove the fuel from the tank, and then you'll want to take the 4 screws out of the faceplate. After taking those screws out, you can go ahead and take the 4 screws out of the gray front cover. So the next step will be taking the 3 8mm bolts out, and you'll want to take note of where your ground is. Ours is on the bottom right bolt, and you'll want to take note of where it is in between the bolt and the washer. So now you can go ahead and pull off the cover, and there are some of these wires connected to the inverter. So you pull it off gently, and you can just let it rest there. And the fuel filter and the fuel line is going to be on the left side, so you just want to pinch those hose clamp and remove the fuel line, and then you'll be able to have access to your fuel filter to change it or clean it or whatever you want to do with it. So to reinstall, just put your new or clean fuel filter back into the hose, and then you can go ahead and put the hose back onto the fuel tank, making sure that it is all the way up, and then you can secure the hose clamp back to its original position. So it may be helpful to pull the inverter in towards the front just a little bit, because that's where your 3 bolts are going to line up. And you put the cover back on and put those 3 8mm bolts back in. Once again, because there is a plastic backing, you're going to want to put the ground in between the bolt and the washer as shown. Then you can go ahead and reinstall the faceplate, making sure all the wires are not pushing up against each other, and you can put those 4 screws back into the faceplate to secure it. You can also put the 4 screws around the sides for the gray cover, and you got it back together.